Alright, welcome back. This is M-Dog, and yeah, we are playing Trophy Fishing 2 once again, which is a free-to-play game available on Steam. So, hopefully you saw the previous couple of videos that I've done. In the most recent video, the main thing we were working on, right, was leveling up our, what we have named the TF500 extra bait, because this is going to be the setup long term that we try to catch the live bait with. And the way you do that primarily initially is leveling up and putting your points into luck, and then we'll also put some points in some other areas as well as we get levels past. Let's see, we can go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 into luck, and then I think we end up doing 10 into the reel, and you only get 25 points total that you can put into the rod, so that'll leave 5 left over for the line, I guess. So that's what we're working on, but the main focus of this video actually is going to be us unlocking and then trying a new place on the map. So when you first start playing this game, you will have an initial place that you can fish at many of the maps. I'm not sure about all the maps, but many of the maps. So Volga Pier is the first map. You start here at the actual Volga Pier part of Volga, sorry. And then the place we're working on unlocking next is the abandoned pond. Then after that, I think what will be the appropriate place is the creek, and then eventually the carp area. And then these two are going to be, I would assume, much higher level stuff. The Catfish Dwelling and Two Rivers. But don't forget, there are multiple maps in the game. This is just the first one. We could go to Danube and look at this. Same thing, you can start off at Danube Pier, and there's 2 other places on the river and Lake Amir. But there are requirements to unlock these different places. We go to Nile. Let's see what the starting area of Nile looks like right here. And then you've got other ones as well, including the Princess of the Nile. So some pretty cool locations that would be fun to be able to unlock. Let's look at Mississippi. So we've got a US map here. The starting place is here, just on the base. Haven't tried this map yet. This would be fun to try. Maybe we will later tonight. We'll see. And we go to Grotto. And that's all about sturgeon to unlock that one. Interesting enough. Red River. Turd Bay. That's kind of funny. So it looks like you actually do need a license for this. Uh-oh. Okay. And even the last place, the Amazon River, does it also have the same thing? It does. So you can fish at the base, it looks like, of every map. And then to unlock additional locations on each map, there are certain requirements. And let's talk about how to unlock the first area that I think makes sense to unlock, which is the abandoned pond. Pretty exciting, so we're going to be able to fish for eel, crucian, tench, pike, and crayfish, and other things, supposedly. Cool little pond, right? I'm very excited about checking this out. So, from Volga Pier, this is what we would have had to do. Catch freshwater bream, Schneider, bleak, which we still need 1 more of, 3 racer goby, and then Amur bitterling. So that is the cost of being able to enter. It's just like a mission. If you finish this mission, you can enter the second place, right? And let's talk real quickly about how we've done that. Didn't mean to cast that. We should be able to catch our last bleak right here. It's in the morning. We've got plenty of time, so I can talk for a minute. All right, so let's look at our trophies. I'll try to remember everything what we needed to catch there. So Amur bitterling. We were using semolina, and we're fishing at the surface. They were coming up quite quickly on semolina, so you need to catch a few of those. Bleak. I have had the most success on pearl barley with bleak. Again, fishing at the surface, and that's what we're about to do here to finish it off. What else have we needed? Freshwater bream. Most of those have been caught on bread. Bottom surface, it looks like, on this. At least for this one. I've caught kind of bream all over, to be honest. and you know, bread works. I think semolina and pearl barley probably works too. Pretty easy actually to get bream. They're not going to be big, but they'll add up quickly. I think racer goby was one we needed. Looks like we caught that off bread at the bottom as well. And Schneider, this was something we caught off the surface, and it was on pearl barley. And at night in particular, that's about all you catch at night. And so I think that's it. I think that's all of them. So let's see if we can get our last bream here and unlock this next place where we can fish. I may or may not be enjoying a bowl of ice cream at the same time, so hopefully it won't distract me too much. Okay, this is probably not a bleak. If it is, it's a very healthy bleak. All right, there's that freshwater bream. So again, you can catch these pretty much at any depth and with a wide range. Any of the doughy baits, it seems like, are bringing the bream in. That is some good ice cream. And once again, so we're not using energy. We're just... Oh, cool. So that's the largest Abramarus Balarus Zope that we've ever caught. I think our energy is still maxed out at this, so we don't have any reason to get energy. All right, where's our bleak? We'll scan left a little bit more, see if we see him more on the left side over here. This might be it. There she is. Guess what? We should have unlocked it there. Yep, so I just moved a little farther left. Just as a note, we do our fishing on the surface with the smallest hook, and we are using pearl barley. So that's how it happened. All right, well, without further ado, let's go and look at the map, see if that unlocked it. It should have. It should have. Yep, we can now go here. This is amazing. Okay, so I do want to keep leveling up our TF500, so we may switch back to that. But for now, let's switch to the TF1000. This can handle a little bit larger fish, which I just don't know what's here. So let's just start off with bread right in the middle. Let's see what expert thinks on what we could catch here. What were some of the things that stood out? Tench, Prussian. There's Prussian Carp. That's kind of cool. Okay, that's pretty limited view of things. Bleak and Rudd and Bellica at the surface. Does bottom do anything different? What's cool about this little expert? Just gives you an idea. Okay, there's Prussian Carp. And the buffalo are down there. Different carp as well. So that might be interesting to try. What are we missing? Tench. What do we think Tench would come on? Let's look at semolina, I guess. No Tench there. It also could be a matter of hook size. I wouldn't think so, but it could be. All right, no Tench there. Maybe bloodworm. Yeah, there's the Tench. Okay, so let's try that. I'd love to land a Tench. Let's see if their expert says they're in all locations. No, just at the deep. Just at the deep, I believe. Which kind of makes sense, I guess. Does macaroni catch anything here? Oh, look, it does. That's some scary stuff, though. What about the flavored bread? All kinds of stuff, but not Tench. Potato. Should be carpy stuff, right? Yeah. All right, so we're wanting to go with very bottom. Ooh, look at this place. Let's kind of look around first. This is very cool. Very small little pond area. I love it. I just love it. This is awesome. All right, let's just cast right over here. See if we can't find a Tench. Ooh, a brown bullhead. I've never seen that as the daily. Interesting. All right. All right, so first fish in our new spot is not going to get away from us. We got it. Not going to even have to use energy here. We're just going to reel it in. So there's a roach. Man, if we do catch a Tench, it better be a small one. A very small one. Or we're not going to get it in. Now, I didn't see eel coming in at any of the possibilities of something that we could catch over here with the baits we were looking at least on the hook size we're using. Oh, there's European perch. That's right. The only perch we've been able to catch has been on bloodworm so far. I like it. We're getting some nice sized fish, one after another. Okay, let's try a little different spot just to see. Maybe right over here. We are going to hit level 4 here soon. And, all right, so with energy use, we're going to be able to get this in. And really only about 5 energy use, it looks like. 6 maybe. All right, first Prussian Carp ever. Oh, we hit level 4. Look at that, we got maggots. Now, I would think Tench would really like the maggots. Wouldn't that make sense? That's our first Prussian Carp ever. Look how much energy that gave us. Potentially. Now, we took the coin, but we could have taken the energy there. All right, so I think the first thing we want to do right now... by the way, if you were here for the last episode, we finished the fish soup, and we got 1 gold, 1 pearl. So that was pretty cool. So if you were wondering what we got for that, that's how that ended up playing out. All right, let's look at the shop for baits. Let's see if maggots are actually purchasable now. They are, and it's for in-game silver. That's perfect. That is perfect. Nothing else new other than colored maggots. But those are for gold, and at this point my strategy is to not spend gold on baits, spend gold on other things. All right, let's get 60 maggots. I have a good feeling about maggots. All right, let's go back to our expert and see down here. Are we going to catch tench? Yeah, I figured we would. And let's just check on the other depth as well. Nope. Nope. Okay. Very similar to bloodworms, actually. So the difference in maggots and bloodworms, at least from the description, it looks like bloodworms will get you a faster bite. Maggots will get you into the medium-sized fish better, though. So ideally, either now or at level 5, we probably do want to level up. I mean, we do want to purchase a better rod. If we can be patient to level 5, we skip a rod. We save a little bit of silver. If we... that's a Chinese sleeper. I think that's only the second Chinese sleeper I've ever caught. Okay, actually, what I want to do right now is I want to continue working on leveling up our extra bait rod. So we're going to select this. We're going to go back to small hooks. But we are going to try to use maggots at the bottom. Unfortunately, what this means is that we could not be able to reel in a couple fish that we could potentially get on the better rod. But right now, we're just all about leveling up this rod. So if we can have some fun over here, we will try to do so. Prussian Carp. I think that's the first one of those we've ever seen. And we are now 2 away from being back at max stamina, which I like. All right, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to start a fish soup. So if you weren't here last time, what that means is we want to catch a streak of as many different types of fish as possible. So we're going to switch bait types and location and like spots in the water we're fishing. And try not to duplicate the fish. All right, there's Chinese sleeper. So we've caught a couple of those pretty close together. I'm pretty certain, though, if we switch to bread in this spot, Chinese sleeper is still possible What if we stay with maggots but go middle? Can we still get Chinese sleeper? Yep. What about surface? Still get Chinese sleeper? No. Okay. Let's see if we can do this. So then we'll have a streak of 2 in a row. For our fish soup. So what we don't want to do next is we don't want to use bloodworm. Bloodworm's very possible that it would duplicate the same fish that maggots did. All right, so there we go. Now we totally want to switch up the baits. I think we go to bread first and don't want to do that. Let's go down to the bottom, use bread, and just take a chance. I think we're a really good chance that we're not going to catch one of the same species. Hopefully this will be our 3rd in a row different species. Okay, we got 3. Now, a roach is a little scary to get because that's 3, but man, a roach will bite on so many things. What do we possibly use next to try not to get a roach? Maybe pearl barley? Could get slow. We still could get roach on that. It's probably a bad idea, actually. Bread, just staying on bread might be better because it's so many different fish are available, right? There's a lot of fish available in this too. So we will try going with the semolina. We're going to aim for a slightly different spot. And let's just hope for the best. Three in a row like this is already about as good as we've done on a fish soup. So I feel pretty good about that. Prussian Carp. That is 4 in a row. We're back to 1,000 energy. That's perfect. So we have 4 in a row. Now unless we want to switch locations, which I'm not going to do, I want to keep fishing here. Now we're just totally taking a chance, right? Maybe we go up to a medium hook bread. I mean, that's got to open up so many different types of fish we could catch. It's a fairly good list. I think it's likely to get a crucian though. If we go middle, maybe crucian's not in the mix. No, it still is. How bad is surface? Yeah, surface is almost pretty much is guaranteed to get us something we've already caught. So we're just going to try bread, a little bit larger hook, and we're going to go down to the bottom again and just take a chance. If we were to get lucky again here, then I think we switch back to a meaty, like a maggot, and just, you know, hope to get lucky on maggot one more time. Prussian Carp, and look at this. We're using this rod with the luck on it. We also got an extra live bait. My hope here is that getting these live baits will eventually pay off. Now, and that's sort of the whole strategy we're going with here. We're leveling up this TF 500. We've almost got it. We're going to put another point in luck. We're leveling up this starter rod to completely go for live baits, believing that eventually, if we continue to play the game, eventually having these live baits is actually going to be a really good source of some good fishing. You know, potentially maybe when we get bottom rods, might be able to use them on float too. I don't know, but okay. So what did I say? Now we go back to maggots, right? Take a chance on maggots. What are our odds? There's just so many fish now that we've already caught. I think we're definitely taking a chance. I'm going to keep it on medium hook size though. I think that does open up the possibility of catching something different, a little higher possibility. It also unfortunately means we may not be able to get the fish in, but that's okay. If we could hit 6, that would be amazing. I'm happy with 5 though. I'm happy with 5. I think we're going to get this fish in. Use a little bit of energy, but this fish is totally coming in. Unfortunately, it is a roach. It's a nice roach. For us at least, but yep, that was a roach. So fish soup is now over. So now it's cooking, and in 3 hours we'll find out how we did with 5 different fish species. Kind of like that little mini game. Cool idea, huh? we're just not catching any of these fish, and I'm okay with that. I'm going to ignore the quest for now. We should be doing good on our rod. Yeah, I mean, next fish, we probably can put another point in hooks. In luck again. We want to go back to small hook size, I would assume. I want to keep using maggots. I really do want to get lucky on a tench. So let's just keep trying. Just want to see one tench. I like this little abandoned pond, though. Good to mix it up. Good to have different bait options. It's going to take us a long time to get to the next level. I think we're going to get a rod upgrade here in just a second. We're going to go for it over here. Chinese sleeper. Let's do it, folks. Let's get a new rod. So, we already have the 1,000, right? And it can go up to 1 kilo. I mean, that's the strength, the test, right? We are now going to try the 3,000. Significant more strength, it looks like. It only costs 2,500, and because we got that pig in a poke bonus or whatever, that's really nothing at all. So we're going to buy this. Its bonus is that fish prices are going to be plus 50%. That's pretty huge, right? I really like that. Just as a reminder, at level 7 we can try spinning, and at level 12 we can try bottom, and at level 10 we can figure out what the heck this is. But whatever it is, we'd have to have gold for it. Oh, it's ultra. It's an ultra. It pretty much can catch anything, it looks like. I mean, it goes really heavy, so that's interesting. All right, but right now we're going to be float fishing with TF 3000. Boom. Let's equip that bad boy. And I'm not going to put any points into it. So we're not going to do this because I think that this is just going to like advance us to level 5, help us get there a little more quickly. And at level 5, we're going to upgrade again anyway. But the one we get at level 5 we'll probably end up using for a while. So I think that'll be good. I'm going to start off with medium-sized hooks, but we might brave the large hooks at some point. All right, we're going to go medium-sized hooks with maggots. Again, just hoping to find that tench. Also hoping that this is a noticeable... Oh, how do I still have the TF 500 attached? All right, let's just reel it in. Let's don't waste time. I must not have hit equip. I must not have hit equip. Hold on, let's real quick change this to small hooks, close that out. We want to go back to 3000, select it. Oh, I love it. I love it. It's a little longer. Now we are cooking. All right, maggots, medium-sized hooks. Bottom fishing here, or fishing as deep as possible. Let's see what we can catch here. Yeah, we're also going to throw bread out there. I mean, look, there's carp over here. There's carp out in this pond, so. All right. Prussian Carp. I'll take that energy because the one coin doesn't matter. We've got 999 energy. That means we can take one more before, before maxing out. So let me think about this for a second. Well, while I'm thinking, I'm going to throw it back in. I am thinking, I kind of want to go with doughy stuff for the carp, but I recognize that means we won't find a tench. So maybe we try a large hook with maggots first. Let's see what the expert says about, okay, so now we're maxed out on energy. That's all good. Let's see what the expert says. If we use largest hooks possible, oh, we can't even use maggots as a bait. Oh, but we can use live bait. What does expert say here? Live bait. An e-sox? I don't even know what that is. Or European perch. Do we try it just one time? I think we just try it one time. We only have 2 of them, but we're planning on getting more of these. That's the whole point of how we're... Oh, crap. It says we can't do it there. Wasn't a good cast or what? Nope. Okay, let's go to middle. See if expert still approves. Yep. Let's see if it allows us to do it. I don't know. Something about this. It's not liking it. Nah. It's not going to work. All right. We'll get off of this. We'll stay with the large. I'm sorry. We'll go back to the medium hooks, maggots, and I think it's just a matter of waiting, of just getting lucky here. But we will switch to doughy stuff soon because I want to see. I really want to put this rod to the test and try to hook into a carp of some sort, other than just the little baby Prussians. So if nothing else, we'll throw on some potatoes or something. But I think we could probably get there with bread. We just have to use medium hooks. All right, little roach. Let's just I don't know. Let's give it another chance here. A couple more chances, and then we'll switch to doughy stuff, I guess. I really wanted to see a tench. There may be still baits we haven't gotten yet that we'll see more of. That we'll be able to get tench a little better. Maybe get cheese, maybe something else unlocked that, where we can really hit these tench. Who knows? Maybe there's boilies coming eventually. All right, Prussian carp, and we are seeing the carp, the little baby carps at least. All right, let's look at something while this is in. So the next place that I think we will unlock is this place here. We've got a lot of work left to do, though. I think that will be next, though. Or maybe it's carp area? Yeah, it'll be carp area, right? We just need to catch one more perch. Oh, this for sure will be it. Oh, that's the next. That's awesome. So at level 5, maybe we're catching carp over at that place. So we just need a little bit more weight in Prussian carp and then one more European perch. We're almost there. Hey, you can actually see that fish under there. That's pretty cool. Do we actually need to use energy here? I don't think so. That is the largest roach we've ever caught. Worth 14 silver. We manhandled that roach. By the way, that roach would have been near impossible for me to get in on our previous gear. Prussian carp. So we're getting there slowly but surely on the Prussian carp. Kind of want to keep throwing these maggots because I'm thinking like, oh, maybe we'll get lucky on that last perch, catch a few more Prussian, and all of a sudden we can go like, well, there's really no point in doing it before level 5, but we could go, soon we'll be fishing in that carp area, and I'm really curious to see what that's going to be like. By the way, any new sales? I assume there's not. I kind of wish I had gotten the sale that was available yesterday, just like as a good starter sale. But, yeah, just pig in a poke, which I'm not going to do that again. I mean, that was I've had enough fun in this game that I don't mind throwing $2 at the developer, but, and it was worth it what we got back. However, I don't really want to just like pay to win this game. But if there's a fun sale, kind of like I do with Fisher Online, if any of you play that game, I kind of treat that game the same way. If there's a sale, something in the shop that like goes on sale, it looks cool, I'm like, I'll support the developer, get a fun little toy to play with. But for the most part, I think I enjoy the strategy of trying to approach the game as a primarily free-to-play player. Okay, hold on. Let's see if I don't think we're gonna need to use energy here, as long as I don't just like, take my foot off the gas every once in a while. We're just gonna get this fella in. This might be like another nice roach or something. Yeah. Almost half a kilo. So we're actually starting to catch fish that are like respectable size. Which is neat. Oh, that was a quick bite. Something small. Maybe this will be our perch? Nope. Although that's a lot of Prussians we've caught. Alright, we want to look at the trophies. Oh, not tournament. Trophies for roach. Wow. So that roach we caught was 0.875. That was almost a kilo. Is that our largest? Oh, no, we have had a one bream over a kilo, huh? Is that right? We actually got a bream in that was over a kilo? I don't remember that. Alright. Can we look at the map without closing out where we are? Yeah. I thought you could. Alright. So, yeah. Oh, we need a lot more Prussian Carp, by the way, and we need heavier Prussian Carp. We're not as close as I thought. We still have some work to do on the Prussian Carp. The problem is the Prussian Carp we're catching are just so small. If we could, you know, maybe using bread or something, kind of get into a little bit larger one. So it's getting to be nighttime. I wonder how active carp and stuff will be at night. Maybe we should switch to something, see if we can't hit that perch real quick. Even just like bloodworm or something. I don't know. Let's check out bloodworm on surface, or... I don't know if you can tell in my voice. You probably can. And just how much I'm putting these videos out. But I'm actually really having a good time with this game. Alright, so that's the largest Prussian carp we've had so far. So that's a good sign. If we catch more of that size, it'll help us get there quicker. What if we go medium distance right now? Are we going to catch a perch? Yes. What about surface? Yes, that's what we want to do. We want to get lucky on a perch using surface. We're using the middle hook size. You would think it wouldn't be too hard to get lucky on that. How much did that Prussian help us? A lot. We're over halfway there now. Nice. Alright, come on, perch. Bleak. If this doesn't work pretty quick, we'll switch it back down to middle depth. They might be more common at middle depth or even deep compared to the surface. There's just not that many other fish you can catch, especially with a larger hook. I was hoping that would prioritize perch, but it may not. We'll see. I think it's just too small to be a perch. Yep. All right. We're just going to sit here seeing a lot of bleak, aren't we? All right. We're going to go middle. Try that. See what happens. And I'm kind of banking on the fact that since it's almost nighttime, hopefully the carp and stuff will still be at least active enough to try to still get some of those once it's nighttime. But the perch might not be at all. There it is. There it is. I think that did it. Let's just check before we throw anything in so I can confirm. I think it was literally just an amount of perch we needed. Yeah, all we're waiting for now is Prussian carp. So now let's get specific here. Prussian carp, bread. What about down at the bottom? Are they still there? That might be the most fun thing to try. They are still there, and if you know, I think it's worth going deep. Let's just try it. Let's just try it. If we don't see them occasionally, then we'll switch it up. But this is using the, you know, the bait that's pretty much impossible to run out of. A little bit larger hook than we've used because we've got a little bit better rod and reel. Yeah, like if this is a Prussian carp, this really helps us. It's going to be decent size. It's a Crucian though. Look how little XP we're getting. So this is feeling a little bit more grindy at this point, although it's not bad. It's still not bad. I think the thing is just trying to figure out, like, with the baits that we have available, since we have a stronger rod, how can we take advantage of that? How can we try to get some fish in that are just going to be worth a little bit more XP? Oh, I love it when you can actually see the fish in the water. If it's big enough, you can. Hey, there we go. Largest Prussian we've caught yet. I think we're onto something here. We're going to be fishing in carp land before you know it. Hopefully these guys still bite even at nighttime. I need to grab a drink from across the room. Just trying to figure out when to do that, though. I don't want to miss out on Prussians in case they all of a sudden stop biting at night. If they stop biting at night, you know, we're not going to get it done this setting, I would say. We'll have to just experiment with other stuff. Maybe eel will be active at night. Do we have anything that an eel would actually go after, though? You know, if you think about RF4, you're thinking about fish pieces, night crawlers. frogs, live bait, that kind of stuff. So I just don't know. I don't know that we're set up for eel yet. All right, we're on a bit of a roach run here. I was surprised how limited our current baits were on using the large hook. Very small fish, whatever it is, sleeper. Oh, do we? Yep, we're still at 1,000. 1,000 energy, so we don't need to do anything with that. Do we really have this many trophies now? Well, all this means is this is the different types of fish we've caught, I think. And it's just showing you the largest size of each one. So your trophy is just the largest one you've caught. At least that's the way I'm understanding it. Look how much farther we can cast now with this rod. It's a little bit farther. All right, this is an interesting fish here. Nice Prussian. Oh, love it. All right, and that was right up on the line of those weeds out there. I bet we're over 2 kilos now, right? Yeah. Oh, we're so close. Holy cow. Oh, this is another interesting fish. I don't think we'll need energy. So it's not that big, but it's right at the verge. Oh, another Prussian. Watch out. I think that's it. I think we've unlocked it. Unfortunately, we just don't have the... I was really hoping we'd get the level 5 rod before we went to Carp Town, but maybe we don't. Maybe we go... let's see what nighttime looks like here. I'm going to catch one more fish. I'm going to go grab my drink. It'll just take me a second. All right, 1 second. All right, here we go. All I'll say is this is a sneaky good game. It's sneaky good. It really is. Depends on how important graphics are to you. But just in terms of the systems in the game and the loop, I guess is what I would call it, the way you unlock, the way you progress, the different settings, I think the fish look decent. There's so much variety in the types of fish. You know, we're just doing float fishing right now, which is action-packed because the game doesn't make you wait for bites, basically. We seem to do better. Ooh, we just got something. Oh, an award for catching so many fish on bread. Let's see what that gave us. 300 silver. Nice. So we don't really need Prussian Carp anymore necessarily. See what this is, and then let's just look at our baits and stuff. Largest Chinese sleeper yet. And it was 0.09. We haven't had a lot of sleepers. It seems like they're more available here on this map than anywhere else I've fished. Did I just cast it accidentally? I hate when that happens. All right, first of all, let's see. You know, look how little we've leveled up the rod compared to how much we've leveled up this rod. Oh, we have an extra point. Yes. We put another point in luck. All right. Oh, let's look there and see what that did. That should have put us at 3%. Not yet? We should be getting close to 3% at least. All right. But here we are. This is the rod we're using. And yeah, let's see what the expert is saying. So right now, still plenty of stuff active. It's only 11:20. I don't know if that'll change past midnight. If we go to the largest hook, let's try throwing a potato. We're about to get smushed, right? You know, I didn't even check expert. Let's check expert before we get crushed. Let's know what we're going to get crushed by. How much of stuff would bite potatoes here? Yeah. What's our best case scenario? A really smallmouth buffalo, maybe? Is that best case scenario? I mean, we're just in trouble, right? However you consider it. Oh, look at this. So why would it be X'd out? Why would it be X'd out? Any ideas? If this is X'd out, I'm going to say it has to do with the rod. I'm going to say the rod can't handle... Oh, we got it. Okay, never mind. We're good. Maybe it was where I cast it. It wasn't deep enough. I'm not sure. But remember, it was giving us that X'd out thing on the live bait, too, when we tried that. Potatoes aren't even available. So I want to save the other potato bait. We're just going to do it once. The other one we want to save for the carp area that I think we have now unlocked. But we just don't have really the gear for it yet. Maybe this is the spot where we try out that... this is where you want a second rod. You actually could use 2 rods here with... If that's what this means... I think this means you can use a second rod at the same time. This is where you would want a second rod if it really is this slow a bite rate. Which might make sense because the type of fish you're going to catch might be so much bigger, so much more XP that it's worth it. I don't know. I'm not going to wait too much longer, though. I think what I'll do is I'll try to see if I can get it to work again, casting at the deepest level. There were just more fish that we theoretically could catch like that. This has just been too long. I don't think we'll get the fish in anyway. Let's see if the expert's still saying... Yeah, a lot of this stuff is still biting, even though it's past midnight. So now the question is, can we find a spot that will actually accept that cast? Okay, we're good. I think this is our best chance of actually catching something on potatoes here. We've got them down at the bottom. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, I have to hold down energy the whole time or it immediately... Look at how big the fish is in the water. You can actually see it. I think we might get... So glad you can't see my face right now. That was actually just like a noob mistake. I didn't let go of left mouse button as soon as I should have. Okay, it's sold on the marketplace. It says it's a valuable bait. Like, there's just no reason for us to be using it here. It's just not, it's not good. Potatoes 3 gold. Yeah, we're not doing that. Again, we're going to try not to buy baits on the marketplace. With gold, that is. And there's just nothing else. I think what we want to try is flavored bread. Flavored bread might be our best. We'll rotate through some baits. There's just no other options. By the way, it's nighttime. Are eels available? Brown bullhead. All right, let's go back to a medium-sized hook. Does anything we catch have a chance at eel right now? Sorry, anything we have to cast with. It would be maggots or bloodworm, right, of what we have. I just can't imagine that it would be anything else. All right, so let's try flavored bread. As large a hook as we can use. What does expert say? The problem is we could still get some of that small stuff. So this may not be the best, but we're going to try it. We should have had that. That's totally my fault. We should have landed that fish. That fish was landable, but I didn't get it. And potato seems too valuable, at least at this point in the game, to not just save that potato for when we have the next stronger rod and where we can fish in the actual carp spot. We still could hook into some nice fish using bread or flavored bread or even like semolina, that kind of stuff. I still think it's got to be possible here. All right, what did we just catch? Prussian carp. All right. What does expert say overnight on pearl barley? Okay, a lot of stuff. And semolina should be very similar. Yeah. Okay, let's go pearl barley. Let's switch back and forth between pearl barley and flavored bread for right now. Let's just see what it looks like we're pulling in. A couple more on flavored bread, and then we'll go between pearl barley and regular bread, perhaps. We'll burn through the flavored bread. I don't mind. I don't think that's going to be as valuable a bait as something like potato, because the difference is potatoes is not going to catch the small stuff. So you can really target the larger fish. I'm still really sad that I screwed up that fish on potato, though. That was going to be our largest fish caught yet. Yeah, Prussian Carp. You know, it's just like you're gonna have to get lucky. So you have to wait, like wade through the Prussian Carp and Prussian Carp and stuff like that, and then eventually maybe hit something else that's going to be too big for us. Long wait. I wouldn't normally wait this long, but I just want to see what, if anything, comes in. Okay. Alright, I'm not going to screw up this time. And just to try to have our best chance as possible, I'm just going to keep my finger on the space bar, which means we're just going to burn through energy at whatever rate we need to, just to try to make sure we get this in. Alright. A 1.4 kilo Prussian Carp. And we could get our energy right back. I think I will. We're almost max energy again. All right, so that was worth the wait. Let's just cast that again. Good chunk of XP as well. So I'll have to, if we can get this one in, yeah, we shouldn't have a problem on this. It's smaller. You can still see it in the water, though. It's big. It's big enough that we can see it, but it's not quite as much of a fighter as the last one was. Oh, that's a nice roach. Almost a kilo roach. That is our best roach. Okay, so look at all these things on the left side of the screen. I think these are all achievements that we're closing in on. Or not closing in on, that we made progress on, right? So we only need 4 more fish for abandoned pond. Is that what that's saying? I like this flavored bread here, by the way. But flavored bread is not available except for with gold. So presumably you could do the same thing with bread. It's just a lower chance. Like, I think flavored bread has a higher rate at getting you a larger fish, like a better percent chance or something. But you know, eventually you'll get to higher levels and you'll have access to better baits for silver. So we're just trying to like figure out the most effective way to get there, you know? I'm going to see what manual casting is. I don't... Let's see we'll see if that changed anything on casting. All right, I think we can get this fish in without using the space bar, so without using energy. As long as I just take my finger off of left mouse click at times, we're still getting it in much faster than it's escaping from us overall. All right, let's just get him in real quick then. He's close enough. We'll use an energy. Oh, it's our first carp. Common carp, 0.87 kilos. I like it. Decent silver. I like it. All right. This is manual casting. So I think I hold left down and then... Oh, that can't be how you do it. I'm assuming that you have to hold left down. Yep. Holy cow. All right, whatever I'm doing, that's not right. Let's try this again. So I'm letting it go a little quick. That was better. Yep, there we go. Manual casting is interesting. I heard someone say on the forums, I read it, that if you can force yourself to get used to manual casting, you'll get really just like better at aiming to certain spots. So maybe I'll try it for a little bit and see if I can adjust. So same thing as the last fish. You know, we could just like be really patient, or we could just use some energy. I mean, let's just get him out of the water. Ooh, almost a kilo Prussian Carp. Look at that silver too. Goes way up when you get past that certain size, you know. Okay, yeah, this is going pretty well. Oh, I forgot we're doing manual casting. I threw it way straight up in the air. So you can't let go until it's aiming really kind of where you want to cast. So that was better. I liked that. That was good. That was good. Now we're seeing the energy bar move, the XP bar move a little better since we're catching a little bit bigger fish. Well, we've made it this far. I guess we'll just go try out the new carp place just for a few minutes at least. I mean, we unlocked it, and this video is supposed to be all about unlocking new maps, new parts of the map. So let's try to get one more fish here. All right, immediately having to go to the energy. Yeah, it's too strong even if we just had to use energy. 1.1 on a Prussian. I'm going to take the energy. That should put us back at pretty much the top. Yeah, that's 1,000, so we're good there. All right. Okay, hold on. Let's catch another fish here. We're going to go to regular bread because I don't want to leave here if we're just like one fish away from the achievement of, you know, the first level of the achievement for catching 45 or whatever it was in this area. Okay, that is not what we want. That isn't either. That is. So let's see. We'll catch one more fish here and let's see what the achievement on the left says in terms of how many more we need in this area. So this is another one where we don't necessarily have to use energy. I think we can just stop reeling when it's pulling. Oh yeah, nice roach. Okay, so oh, we got it. So that was the abandoned pond achievement. And so we want to check our mail now. And we got a pearl for that. So worth doing all those achievements. I mean, you kind of just do them as you're fishing, but kind of cool to keep track of that. I think we have this unlocked now. We can go to carp area. Wait, what did it say? It's a paid location, first of all. A lot of large fish, carp, grass carp, silver carp, bester, etc. We have to pay 100 silver. You know what? For you, I'll do it. All right, here we are. A little bit bigger area, farther to cast. What does expert say about what we can catch here on bread? Yeah, lots of different carp types. Yeah, let's just try it. We're using that medium hook still. Looks like that's a max cast. I like it. Let's just see what we get. I mean, as long as you're going to fish for a little while, 1,000 silver is not too punitive. Especially once you have the gear to get the big boys out of the water, which we don't. But even still, I think we're hopefully going to be fine. It's a nice roach. All things considered. Where are we at energy? Yeah, we're at 1,000, so we don't want to take energy unless we have to use some energy. Ooh, I like that cast. Well done, well done. A carp glassy. So now we're starting to see fish that we've just never seen before, huh? That's a big boy Chinese sleeper, actually. Yeah, I'm pretty okay with that. As far as Chinese sleepers go. All right, we're right at an hour. We really do have to wrap this up. But man, this has been, once again, a lot of fun. See what we're going out on here. Might be another, I don't know, something small, relatively. Oh, a carp black. There you go. There we go. And look at this silver. So like I said, not going to take long to be a return investment on the 100 silver to travel here. So just for science's sake, let's see if we go back to here, if it charges us 100 to come back here. I think it will, but let's just see. It'd be cool if it like lasted for a day or something, but yeah, it's 100 silver every time. Not a big deal with the fish that you're catching there, especially if you have the gear for it. 100 silver is nothing, but keep that in mind. You have to pay every time you travel there. Okay, so this is where we're leading off here. We've leveled up this rod just a teeny bit, but again, we have no boost to it because when we hit level 5, we're going to be getting a much better rod, and that's the one we'll apply boost to. The other thing that we've been focused on is leveling up our starter rod, and as you can see, it is all the way, it's got 3 points invested in luck, so we're doing really good on that. I'll keep working on that some too. But most importantly, we've been talking about how to unlock these new places to fish in, and we've seen some development there, so that's been really cool. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace out and tight lines.